Please be advised this podcast is all nonsense. Nothing you hear or see while adventuring with the worm should be taken seriously, or more importantly, fact-checked. Try not to let the mispronunciations distract you from the knowledge being shared. You're just riding with two worms trying to have a good time. Welcome back to another ear-popping journey on the Wormcraft. We're here to answer the most important questions that you have to offer. Don't worry, we know what you want to hear without you even having to ask.
You need to stop being so scared of us. Like, just don't be scared.
Friendly worms? The friendliest? Almost like Casper. We know Casper. And even he calls us friendly.
He's the friendliest of all the ghosts.
I think he was friendly as a human as well.
Was he? Did you ever see him, Casper, as a human? I don't remember.
In the film, he turns into... Oh, he doesn't turn... Does he actually turn into a boy, or does he turn into, like... No, he turns into a boy for a little while. Because he goes for a dance.
That's Pinocchio.
Nah, he does. He turns into a boy, and he goes and dances with whatever Christina Ricci's character is.
Is that who's in it?
Christina Ricci, yeah. Yeah, got it. There's a potion-y thing or a machine that turns him back to human.
I remember there's a machine and they put the stuff in, but I don't remember him ever actually becoming... When does he turn back into a ghost and does he kill himself?
Whoa! This kid's film? No, he was going to turn into a human, and then her dad ends up accidentally dying. So then they use it on him because Casper's like, you need your dad.
Yeah,
Casper's
okay.
the friendliest, remember?
So Casper doesn't become a human?
So as a gift...
Oh.
His mom comes back as like an angel. Oh no, not his mom. The girl's mom. And gives him the gift of being a boy till midnight. So it was like a really weird Cinderella. It was a really weird Cinderella actually, because he cleans up after his uncles, who are like the ugly... Someone just ripped off Cinderella.
That's a good point.
This is basically like a ghost version of Cinderella.
I don't remember him becoming human.
He does.
I'd remember that.
No, he 100% does.
Of
course you wouldn't remember it.
You sure he didn't put on a human skin face?
Someone was calling him Bill a lot. Alright, so we're just going to watch the film. And we're back with you in an hour and about 40 minutes, probably.
Yeah. So you watch the film and he doesn't turn into a boy?
That's an hour and 40 minutes.
Power of editing.
Stop lying.
The power of editing.
No, you didn't leave.
We watched the film.
You know what? I'll show you. Get it. YouTube it up, kid. This is a waste of YouTube's ability. Showing people like you.
He looks nothing like Casper.
Yeah, but
And can still fly.
she kissed a ghost. You know that kid who plays Casper? The human Casper?
Yeah.
He's in Little Giants.
I don't think I've seen that either. Does he play a ghost in that?
Nah, it's about some kids who want to be part of the American football team.
That's Mighty Ducks, isn't it?
Nah, that's part of the ice hockey thing.
Same thing.
But they're all rubbish, so it's a little bit of the same thing. Yeah, one of the girls' dads decides to be the coach of the team.
As always. Because obviously someone's dad is going to be the best coach for a sports team.
And it's just so they can play.
Do they get good?
Well, yeah, he ends up beating the main team.
See.
Using clever tactics.
What's the tactic? Score goals, win points.
Score goals, but just,
Smash baskets.
Nah. Kind of like find the flaws within their team. Because the guy who's coaching the main team, he's all about, oh, you got to have strength, you got to be fast, you got to have speed. And this guy's like,
You have got to have them things.
Yeah, you do have to have those, but you've got to use that intelligently.
Did you know in the new Space Jam, Porky Pig does a rap?
No way.
It's horrendous.
Is it?
Yeah, it's really bad.
I thought LeBron James would have probably done the rap.
LeBron James. Why would you think LeBron James would do a rap?
So I just think he'd be really good at rapping.
What would make you say that? That's stereotypical for you.
Yeah, not because I just think he's really good at rapping.
Why?
I also think he's good at ballet, but I didn't bring that up.
You didn't? You just chose to bring up his stereotypical rapping potential?
That's because you brought up rapping. And in Space Jam.
I never brought up LeBron James, though.
But you brought up rapping.
Yeah, in Space Jam.
In Space Jam, I think the only two
Which
people
is
who can...
predominantly Looney Tunes.
Yeah, and the only two people I think who can rap
in
the Looney world are Porky Pig and LeBron James.
How about Elmer Fudd?
Nah, he can't rap, he stutters.
So does Porky Pig.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
Ooh. Nah, I just don't think Elmer Fudd can. I think he's too angry.
Bugs Bunny?
Nah, Daffy Duck might be able to.
You reckon with his lisp?
I don't know him anymore.
Taz?
He's got brain damage, bro.
That's fucking rude.
He does.
Why's Taz got...
I tell you what, you spin that fast and tell me your brain isn't going to jiggle out in your head.
His head doesn't spin.
His head does spin?
No, doesn't his lower body spins?
Well, they're even worse. He's cutting off oxygen because his neck's all twisted up. You try spinning that fast, just your body and not your head.
I'm not a cartoon Tasmanian devil. I can't do that.
We are cartoon, though.
We are animated, but I'm not a Tasmanian devil.
That's why we can't take pictures of ourselves and send them to you. We need someone to draw us.
Like one of your French worms.
I mean, how many French worms? French worms do get a lot of pictures drawn of them, which I feel is unfair for other worms across the world. No one wants to draw anything other than a French worm.
A French worm.
I think it's because worms look really good in berets.
With a moustache.
And holding bread.
A baguette.
Yeah. Not just baguettes, though. All bread. What's your favourite type of bread?
Tiger loaf.
Really? Yeah, actually. I was going to say maybe sourdough, but I think sourdough has limitations of what you can use it for.
Well, what don't you think you can use sourdough for?
I just think it's a little bit tougher on the outside, so if you can use it like for a sandwich,
yeah,
I think it's quite tough.
Yeah, I'm into that though. I like to fight the edge of a sandwich.
Yeah.
I like the challenge.
You did bring up Sandwich Wars.
Yeah, I love the concept of Sandwich Wars. Got shut down far too fast.
I think people don't understand the concept that they can't just buy a sandwich.
Yeah.
You build your own sandwich and you bring it to Sandwich Wars.
It was built on the concept of Robot Wars.
Yep.
Just more accessible.
Because
not everybody has robotic engineering degrees to build a robot, but everyone can make a sandwich.
Even if you just throw two pieces of bread together.
Yeah.
Bring one slice of bread if you want.
So I think it opens up the war games to a larger audience.
Yeah, I think people don't understand that. And I don't know, I just think the concept was great. I think it was really what people needed at the time. Just people didn't realise they could just bring any sort of sandwich. And I also like the fact that you said there's no waste, because at the end all the sandwiches get eaten.
All of them get eaten.
Not like Robot Wars, because they've built a robot, trashed it, and what did they do? Probably put it in the bin.
Yeah.
But you didn't recycle that.
Can't recycle it.
Yeah. Sandwiches. In your belly.
Just eat it.
In your belly hole.
No waste.
Sandwich Wars. What sandwich would you bring to Sandwich Wars? Well, actually, you would have had your own, because you would have had the series
I
killers.
probably would use sourdough for that because of its tough exterior.
Oh, well, now you've got me sold on sourdough.
Yeah.
Only as a fighting sandwich, though.
A baguette is like...
I don't need it to fight my belly.
a joust. You could do a jousting sandwich.
With the baguette?
Yeah.
Okay. So what were the ones that you had as your conceptual ideas that never got?
That was it, really.
Just those two?
Yeah. I had like an idea. Do you remember Hypnodisc from Robot Wars?
Yeah.
One of those, but it's like a crusty bun instead.
Okay.
Just spins.
And the little flaky bits that come off the crusty bun were just like the ripping bits.
Yeah.
Because they can go really hard if you leave a bun out long enough.
Exactly.
I like the concept. Now that you've had time to think about it, is there a new sandwich bot you would bring into it?
I could probably do something with like a panini. Not sure what yet. There was that flipping one. That panini has quite a low edge, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, it's slide underneath.
And then flip.
Flip the sandwich flip.
Yeah.
What'd you put in panini?
Definitely some sort of cheese.
It's got to be something. Oh yeah, because it's got bind. But you got to have something tough. Maybe something scary.
Like an olive.
Just one
Just
olive.
one olive.
At the front as well. Yeah, that'd scare the crap out of me. Oh my god, it's olive panini. Oh, well, if we ever get the money together, we can just fund it ourselves.
Yeah, but we needed the commercial like backing to get all the advertising, because it's all good us creating Sandwich Wars, but if we haven't got the backing of a big network, no one's going to watch it. That's the problem.
No one listens to the podcast. No one's going to watch Sandwich Wars.
Yeah, that's the problem, isn't it?
We can't even market our own podcast. Never mind market Sandwich Wars.
That's why we need a backer. That's why we need
I totally agree.
The commercial clout.
Do you reckon we can get a backer for the podcast to actually make something of this?
Well, I was hoping we could get the backer for Sandwich Wars first.
Okay, and then ask him to
help in general.
Back the podcast.
Yeah.
Well, I think we'll scare him off. We got guys, look, Sandwich Wars great, podcast rubbish.
Yeah, that's true.
Don't want to scare him off when we've just got a great deal on the go.
We could catch him in a basket.
Catch him in Bread basket. Catch him in a bread basket.
He's trapped. Trapped for life.
I think he could eat his way out of a bread basket.
Not if he's gluten intolerant.
So we've got to find
Gluten intolerant.
a backer that's gluten intolerant. I'm hopefully afraid of bread as well, because I think that just gives us a bit more edge.
Be a huge
Actually, no, because he wouldn't back Sandwich Wars then, would he? Because gluten intolerant.
Yeah, but he would... I suppose some people, like, I'm sure you've got people who fund wrestling who aren't wrestlers, because they're in it for the financial gain.
Yeah, I actually think he'll be more into Sandwich Wars because he's gluten intolerant. He's got a bit of beef with bread.
Oh, he wants to see
He wants to see these bread boys smashed up.
Getting smashed, yeah. So he'll be fully on board with Sandwich Wars.
Oh, so we wouldn't even have to ask him if he's gluten intolerant. We just know he's going to be.
Yeah,
I mean, no.
It's a pretty solid shout that he's gluten intolerant.
Yeah, I think Sandwich Wars, they're still not going to like the podcast, but we can ask them. Do you want to listen to two worms talking rubbish?
Yeah, but at that point he hasn't got an option because he's stuck in a bread prison.
Yeah, but you can still say no.
He can still say no, but if he wants to leave the bread prison, which I'm assuming he doesn't want to spend the rest of his life in a bread prison, then he'll say yes.
Yeah, but you're assuming.
Yeah, I am assuming because...
How many are we going to catch before we find one who's like literally like, actually, I don't want to spend my life in it?
No, because I think given the option, these two options in any given situation...
If you ask me if I want to stay in a bread prison, you know what I'm going to say. Yes, that's my dream.
Yeah, but I think the fantasy of being in a bread prison would run dry pretty quick.
I think, yeah, the bread dry out, obviously.
It would dry out.
Bread dries as if you leave it in a prison setting.
Maybe we should think of a different idea.
Maybe we should get a different backer.
Do you reckon Elon Musk would be interested? He's got a lot of money.
Whenever we drop him an email, he just ignores us and sends us pictures of rockets.
He's rich and likes nonsense.
Elon Musk, unfortunately.
Yeah, Elon Musk.
He just doesn't like our
nonsense.
Jeff Bezos does it. He's rich.
Jeff Bezos?
Jeff Bezos.
Like a cereal maker or something?
No.
Oh.
Amazon CEO. Well, actually, he stepped down.
I thought he made like Wheatos or something.
Do you not know who the Amazon CEO is?
I've never heard that name in my life.
Well, I think it's Bezos. Unless it's Bezos. I don't know. He doesn't talk
Oh,
to me either.
Bezos! Oh, now I completely understand what you're saying.
Sorry, I always get the pronunciation incorrect.
No, to me that just sounds like a man who made Wheatos. Who made Wheatos?
Professor Wheater?
Okay.
He's on the box, you idiot!
Okay, but surely he's got a few pounds floating about. He's a professor.
And he does look a bit nutty.
Yeah.
I reckon he'd be willing to listen to us.
Or that chap on the Ricicles box.
Ricicles?
Yeah, Ricicles. It's like a little astronaut.
Oh, that's some old school theory you're talking now. I thought you just got Rice Krispies confused.
They are Rice Krispies, but they're called Ricicles. I don't know why they're called Ricicles.
He won't back us because he's a spaceman on his own.
Yeah, so he'd be...
Nah, he's fighting for his own sort of, like... He doesn't want to give us money when he's already going out of business.
How do you know Ricicles is going out of business?
When was the last time you bought Ricicles?
I've never bought Ricicles.
And that's exactly why it's going out of business. People like you won't buy them, but you want his money. The first question he's going to go is, when was the last time you bought Ricicles?
And online I'll say yesterday.
And then he's going to smell your breath and go, I can tell you haven't. I've been doing this a long time.
And then I'll say, I brought them but I haven't eaten them yet.
And he'll say, show me the box.
And I'll say, I can't because it's in my secret Ricicles bunker.
And he'll say, show me your bunker.
And I'll say, it's secret, I can't show you.
And he'll say, I'm not backing you then.
Yeah.
Exactly, so it kind of falls on its arse there.
I'll just go and buy a box of Ricicles.
Alright, we're not made of money. We can't even afford the podcast. You think we can afford Ricicles?
I'm in for the long game. Might go and buy a box of Ricicles.
Okay, well, why don't you just cut the front off the box and we'll tape it to another box that we have?
So we've got to buy 2 boxes of cereals?
Yeah, because we got the boxes. Oh, I didn't mean like a box of cereal. I just meant like any box.
Oh.
Like a shoe box.
Hang on, so you're telling me he can identify if I've eaten Ricicles in the last 24 hours by smelling my breath, but he can't identify a real box of Ricicles?
So my plan was, go along with your bunker idea, but put it behind protective glass at a distance. So he can see the front of the box, but he can't actually see the edges because he can't get around it. Because it's far
So they
away.
will say this is as close as you can get to the secret Ricicles bunker.
To the protected secret Ricicles bunker.
So what sort of distance are we talking? How far away can he identify a box of Ricicles?
I've heard he's got really good eyesight, so it's got to be like 400 metres minimum.
So we'll put the box of Ricicles 400 metres away.
Yeah.
Like, you can just see them from here.
This is why I said it's a difficult... I just think there's other people that'll be interested.
So
Professor Wheato is a great shout.
yeah, but where do we find him?
I don't know. He's really mysterious.
What about Lucky Charms, man?
Oh, he's off his cracker.
Yeah, but leprechauns are known for having a bit of money floating about.
Yeah, but they're also mischievous.
Yeah, but we can get him.
You think we can catch the Lucky Charms, man?
No.
We're good at escaping, not kidnapping.
No. But the Nesquik bunny, because he's got a few little things going. He's got like the milkshake. He's got the cereal. I'm sure he's got like probably a trainer franchise going as well. I don't know. Why don't Nesquik sell? Actually, that's a good point. Because they're called Nesquik. Like, surely, like trainers are the next logical thing. Because who wouldn't want some Nesquik trainers?
A lot of the stuff they do is like strawberry or chocolate flavored.
Yeah, but the shoes don't have to be flavoured.
I think that's the problem. They've already got really quick shoes because they've got just so branded around flavoured things. They're trying to find a way to make your shoes smell and taste like chocolate. Because everybody knows when you take your shoes off, you smell and taste. Well, we don't wear shoes, so we don't know. But that's what I assume shoes are used for.
What's the mascot for cornflakes? Just that 2D chicken.
He's been going a while though. I'm surprised he's not built himself a 3D body.
He's meant to be the priority.
He's also about 6 shapes, isn't he? Just kind of floating near each other.
He's like some weird multi-dimensional being. He's got to have money.
Well, he's been going this long. And he flies under the radar.
Yeah, he's
no one really
sneaky.
thinks so. Like, everybody thinks about Tony the Tiger.
But cornflakes have been around for ages and he's just living the life of Riley.
Yeah, but that's it. No one... He's like, you know those millionaires that are just like quiet, keep to themselves?
Yeah, that's definitely the cornflake chicken.
Whereas Tony the Tiger just throws it in your face.
Nah, I actually think he gambles it all because he hasn't even got clothes.
But this is what I mean. He's just so exuberant.
Yeah, so he just gambles it all away. But he makes so much money back.
Rich,
makes so much money back off Frosties he can afford to keep gambling.
His net value is low because
he
loses a lot of it, but his income is so high.
It doesn't matter.
It's because he's highly marketable to children, isn't it? Because he looks like...
He's a naked animal.
Yeah, but all animals tend to be naked. On Earth.
On Earth, yeah.
So he's jumping around. Kids think, but he's just probably just off his cracker because he's just been 2 spoonfuls of sugar. Yeah,
probably. Actually, how sugary are Frosties? I think they're pretty sugary.
Yeah, Frosty's got loads of sugar on.
What's the spokesperson for Shreddies? Have they got one?
Is it like a strong man?
I remember they used to lock up hunger. That's what they used to say, and then they'd prison the hunger into a prison.
But I reckon he's just aware of being in prison, so we're not going to be able to do it in prison.
Yeah, if he can't make bail.
Oh yeah, I don't think they gave him bail. What was his crime?
Hunger.
Oh, that's a pretty big crime.
Yeah.
I mean, they created a thing called hangry out of hunger.
So he got arrested for being hungry or making people hungry.
I think making people hungry, making people hungry.
But then why did he make Shreddies?
Because he'd make them hungry, and
then he'd make them buy Shreddies. Ah, man, he's clever.
But not that clever. He locked up by his own cereal. He couldn't even escape from his own cereal. It's like, oh man.
Yeah, but that's just proof of his product. Like,
it's that strong. Oh, yeah. Look, I'm locked up. Clearly, if you eat this, I ain't going nowhere. You can go about your day.
Man, he's real good. I got more respect for Shreddies.
I also think he would fly under the radar.
Yeah, because he's in prison, so nobody even acknowledges his existence.
He also very intelligently marketed to children, because obviously Shreddies is considered quite healthy.
Yeah, I think Shreddies are alright.
But then you have frosted Shreddies
you get cocoa Shreddies as well.
And what kids don't like, sugar and chocolate for breakfast.
Yeah.
But I also don't think he'll give us any money. Also in prison, he's probably got to use a lot of his money to, stay safe.
Yeah.
From all the other locked up cereal
ambassadors. Cereal convicts.
I don't think they're convicts, I just think they're locked up.
They are convicts if they're locked up.
I was just thinking they were... Yeah, probably then.
What about that Golden Nuggets chap?
Oh, the prospector.
Yeah.
He's defo in jail. He's definitely in jail. That also, part of his thing was shooting guns. For no reason. He's definitely in jail.
Did he have guns? I don't remember that.
Yeah, he had guns.
I know he had a minecart.
Pretty sure he had guns.
Maybe.
Unless I'm thinking about the Looney Tunes character who has guns.
Oh, yeah, what's his face?
Yosemite Sam.
Yosemite Sam. He's definitely got guns. I think you're mixing up the Golden Nuggets chap and Yosemite Sam.
I think the Golden Nugget chap had a spade.
That's completely different than a gun.
Yeah, it's still a weapon. It can be considered a weapon in the wrong hands.
In the wrong hands.
I was going to say right hands.
Well, it depends which way you look at it.
Depends how you're considering the word weapon. Mm-hmm. Some people say a pen is a weapon. It's not actually a weapon.
Some people say the pen is mightier than the sword.
Dude, that is a saying.
Do you know who says that?
Aristotle.
No, people who haven't been stabbed by a sword.
I mean, yeah. Okay, well, I definitely think we might need to branch out from cereal. We'll have a think about it.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, like, cereal ambassadors are just approachable.
They are easy to approach, but they're also... I think they're just... I wouldn't say they're stingy with the money. They're just intelligent with their money. Some of them. Mm-hmm. Tony the Tiger's probably our best bet because he just gambles on everything.
Yeah, we just got to catch him at the right time, though. We have to catch him when the cereal money's gone into his account and before he's gambled it.
So we've got to get him after the money's gone in, immediately after he's had his sugar, before he makes his way to the casino.
Yeah.
So we've got to find out where he lives. That's if he does his sugar at home. He might just carry bags of sugar around with him.
Probably does, yeah.
Have a few spoons of sugar before he goes into the casino.
He probably has someone who carries the sugar around for him.
Do you reckon he would have security?
Oh, yeah. No, he definitely does, because he doesn't want people approaching him for autographs and stuff when he's... Because can you imagine him approaching Tony the Tiger when he's off his face on sugar? He'd bite you. He'd have your face off.
Yeah, so if anything, he's got security to protect other people.
Other people, yeah.
All right, we'll get jobs.
Well, I'm not getting a job.
We'll get fake jobs.
Okay, yeah.
We'll get security licenses.
Yeah.
What are they called? SIC licenses. We'll apply to be Tony the Tiger's security. If he says no, we'll find out where he goes, like the casino. We'll apply to be security there. Then we'll plan for a ruckus to start out. Protect Tony. Then he's like, wow, you guys are great. Do you want to be part of my security?
Problem is, in this situation you've created,
yeah,
where we protect him.
Yeah.
I think you're misunderstanding it, where we're just getting injured in this.
Why would we get injured? Because we planned.
Yeah, what if in this planned fiasco, something real happens and then we just get beaten up?
Look, man. All right. New plan.
But then we're just not impressed him at all.
No. Okay. New plan. We learn martial arts. Okay. Then we do the rest of the plan.
Okay.
Go to casino. Plan for him to maybe get attacked while one of the security goes to the toilet or whatever. Protect him. Yeah. He gets super hyped about us being super cool. Hires us as his security. Then we get the plan of when he has his sugar and how to get his sugar, and then make sure he hits the sugar, and we ask him to put into the podcast.
And that's foolproof. It's perfect.
I reckon by December we'll have the money. I'm confident.
You heard it here first, folks. December. That's when we've got the big bankroll behind us.
And that's when Sandwich Wars will start. Oh, wait a minute. Are we going to put it towards the podcast, the Sandwich Wars?
50-50. But I don't think we need a lot of money behind Sandwich Wars. I just think we need some capital to get it up and running.
Are we going to make our own bread? Because in the long run, that will be cheaper than buying bread all the time.
I think for the pilot, we will buy bread. But when we actually get the first season, that green bit...
Oh, yeah, because once we've got sponsors...
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, cool.
But I think for the pilot, with just the waste of just making our own bread in the time, it'll be easier just to buy it.
Yeah. I'm just thinking as time goes on, we'll make our own bread because we can make a profit from selling the bread as well.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Once we're up and running, we'll make bread.
Oh, wicked. Plan sorted.
Should we do a question then? It's only been 10 minutes. It's fine. That's a world record.
World record of what?
Us getting to a first question.
Good to go, sunshine. Ask me what you want.
Okay, so the first question of episode 64 of Whose Question Is It Anyway?
Is that a show?
Nah, it's Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Oh, that was it. There's some funny boys on that.
There is. There's comedians on it.
They're comedians. Do you reckon we can go on it?
Nope, because no one knows who we are.
It's also because we're not actually funny.
No, I think we're funny. I just don't think anyone knows.
We're not ha-ha funny.
We just look funny. Which I think it's still funny.
Yeah, maybe podcast wasn't the way to go at this because you can't see us.
Yeah, but then I think we'll also attract the wrong attention because we're like Elephant Man, funny looking.
It's a bit harsh about the Elephant Man.
I'm just saying how it is. People thought he looked funny.
I don't think they thought he was ha-ha funny.
No, that's what I mean. We don't look ha-ha funny. We look Elephant Man funny.
Okay, yeah. I was going to say because we aren't ha-ha funny in any respect.
Exactly. That's what I mean.
Then. Yeah, maybe it's safer not to.
Yeah, that's why we're an audio-only medium.
Sorry, I got a little sidetracked then. Not like we normally do.
Yep. Anyway.
Always on point.
If furniture could talk, what would be the most interesting bit of furniture to talk to?
Are we only saying one piece of furniture in one person's house? Or if furniture could talk as a collective, what furniture... So if you went to anybody's house or whatever, and that furniture was there, it could talk.
Yeah, I think it, as on the broad spectrum of everything that classifies as furniture, what piece of furniture would be have the most interesting personality? Because
Okay.
I
So
think
any chair, or because I could just say a chair, but then you've got different types of chair. You got computer chairs.
yeah, so exactly, they're all different types of furniture.
Oh, okay, so I couldn't just say a chair and
No, because every chair is going to be slightly different.
So how accurate do I have to be?
Yeah.
I could say a wooden chair, but is that all wooden chairs?
No, so I think you'd have to.
Or
So
the type of chair?
yeah,
like a dining table chair?
The type of
an
chair.
Armchair?
Yeah, I think the type.
How about beds then? Do I have to classify single and double separately?
If that's your option, yeah, because I think a single bed is going to be a completely different type of conversation than a double bed or queen bed.
Yeah, actually that's fair, because a bunk bed would have a different story to her.
Yeah, and a queen bed's going to be more regal.
Can I not just do queen and doubles all together?
Nope.
Two sleeping beds?
They're different beds.
Two sleeper beds?
No, because they're completely different. A double bed is going to be a completely different conversation than a king size bed.
Okay. I was going to go around the bed route, but now I'm thinking, how do you choose which bed's the most fascinating? Prison bed. Because they've got some real good stories.
I think a little futon.
Why futon?
I just think it's like a little... It reminds me of like a little dog.
Okay.
So everything could be scurrying about.
Okay, so you're thinking... We never said it could move.
I think if furniture has been given the ability to talk, it's going to have some sort of motor functionality.
I think it will have a personality.
It would have to, because how is it going to move its furniture lips?
Yeah, but that doesn't mean it can move its furniture legs.
Yeah, but
when was the last time you dragged yourself across the floor with your mouth hole?
Okay.
On Saturday, yeah, but that's not the point.
I just think still a futon would be a very excitable.
I can imagine, yeah, because they'll still have a personality. I agree with that. Just don't think they can move.
I think he'll want to move though, so I think if you push him about, he's going to have the best time. Whereas
yeah, that's fine if you're going to push it about.
Whereas I think like
you're going to take your futon for a walk.
Yeah. Whereas I don't think a rocking chair is going to want to be moved about.
I think it's going to be quite an old personality, but again, we don't know that. We assume rocking chairs have an old personality. They must get real bored though, because if they like have a young personality and most of the people that sit in rocking chairs are older adults, I reckon it gets real bored. Just wants to go for some ice cream, and this person's sitting there knitting again. I don't know if I'd go futon. I don't think there's enough futons out there. I want a piece of furniture that I know is going to be around regularly, so I can talk to any of that piece of furniture.
Okay.
Also, are we thinking furniture in houses? Or are we thinking furniture in offices?
Anything, as long as it's furniture.
No, as in, what do we think will have a more interesting story? House furniture or office furniture?
See, I'm not even thinking what's going to have the more interesting story. I'm thinking in the area of what if a piece of furniture had a personality, which piece of furniture would have the most interesting personality.
You're thinking about the emotional connection that you're going to have with this furniture.
Yeah.
And the fact that if they can talk and they have a personality, you don't want them to be sad.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I get that. So you wouldn't want to do a rocking chair because then it would probably be quite miserable.
I think, rocking chair would just be always just grumpy.
And it might have some good stories, but I think, or she or it, actually, what would it be classified as? They might have some good stories, but they'll be so depressed.
Also, I just get the feeling like a rocking chair, you know, when you see on shows and you have the people staring out of a window just like peering. That's the feeling I get off a rocking chair. I don't know.
You feel like a rocking chair is going to be creepy.
Yeah, it's going to get a creepy vibe off it.
I mean, that's unfair to say.
I know it's unfair to say, but that's just how I feel.
I mean, what do rocking chairs ever do to you?
You
don't even have a rocking chair?
I've just got this feeling.
Is this why we're not allowed a rocking chair?
Yeah.
Because you get scared of rocking chairs?
I've just got this feeling he's going to be by a window, just rocking backwards and forwards, just squinting at people as they go past.
I think that's unfair. I think rocking chairs aren't like that. I think they just get a bad reputation because of the people that tend to own rocking chairs.
The creeps.
Yeah. Or they're just like, they do what you said. Sit rocking in the chair,
yeah,
creeping
exactly.
out the window, but it doesn't mean the rocking chair wants to do that.
Yeah, but I've in my head, I've attached those two actions to the rocking chair. Now that's not the rocking chair's fault, but guilty by association, isn't it? Like, I can't help it.
That's not fair.
I know it's not fair, but
yeah, I see where you're coming from. There's a risk as well because we only have one shot at this.
Yeah.
If you risk going, I'll do a rocking chair. If it doesn't work, we can go to a futon. I don't think we have that choice. I think you're stuck with your choice.
Yeah.
I do kind of understand where you're going with a futon, but I think it's too big. No, I'm thinking along the lines of a footstool.
Okay.
That's my association with Cinderella, because the footstool was a dog.
It was, yeah, because it ran about, see, so it could run in.
Yeah.
Oh.
But again, we're not saying that it would be able to run about, but it'd be a lot easier to take for a walk than a futon.
What about a futon on wheels?
So specifically only futons on wheels.
Yeah.
Still hard to get outside though.
Nah, but once it's rolling on its little caster wheels, wobbling around the road. Oh, what about a beanbag?
Oh, a beanbag would be good.
Yeah.
I think they'll have like two types of personality. They'll have like the whole, I'm going to slob here now, but then also they're like, I'm rolling around with my beans.
Yeah. I think they'd have like a really deep voice as well.
My beans.
My beans.
You know how we love beans.
Love beans. Yeah, I don't know. I'm quite sold on a beanbag.
That is the greatest idea ever, because we can take beanbags to the bean festival. It'd be ridiculous if we didn't take them.
Why do they don't have beans in though?
Yeah, I don't understand the little polystyrene. Unless maybe they originally had beans in.
Ooh, maybe that's a good point. Maybe they'd have like dried beans in or something.
Depends how old beanbags are.
Ooh.
Or maybe they were referred to as bead bags. Or maybe nobody knew what was in them. It was a complete mystery. And the stitching was so good no one could break in. So someone had to go, what's in here? Beans? And then someone else went, oh.
No, do you know what? Because I think if that was the case, I personally would go peas. Because I think just feeling it feels more like peas than beans.
Well, I think it also depends on how old they are.
And then again, I suppose if you call them a pea bag, it's just not as marketable, is it?
Someone's just going to think it's a catheter. A real big catheter.
So, yeah, that's probably what happened. They went, oh, what do you think's in there? And he went, peas. And they're like, I can't call it a pea bag. Beans? Sounds kind of like
bean bag? Yeah.
It's better than pea bag.
No one hates beans. Was it polystyrene in there?
No, I don't. I reckon
It's always been polystyrene.
No, I think like back when beanbags were first one, maybe they did use like dried beans.
I think they did actually use dried peas, because people do use dried peas for stuff.
Okay. Other than Bombay mix.
Yeah, and they're quite hard.
Yeah.
So I reckon maybe it used to be a pea, but no one could call it a pea bag.
Maybe.
Or do you reckon it was bean shaped and then now the polystyrene's easier to get into a ball?
Do you reckon? Cause you get those like Watsits, those polystyrene Watsits. Yeah. Do you reckon they were those or something? And then they're like, these are easier.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that makes more sense.
And you couldn't call it a Watsit bag. I think you bring around a pack of crisps.
Yeah.
You turn up with this floofy thing.
Yeah, I'm quite sold on the idea of a beanbag. I'd be into that.
I'd also want to ask this question: what was in you before polystyrene? And we could get the history.
But then, what you'd have to have like a really old beanbag, not a newly manufactured.
No,
one.
I think they'd still be able to know the history of beanbags.
You reckon when every beanbag's manufactured, they get educated on the history of beanbags?
Well, that's what you'd do when you take them to beanbag school.
Yeah, that's true.
Because they'd have to stay educated.
A small, you know, the small beanbags that you use for PE.
Okay, yeah, the ones that probably do have peas in.
Do you reckon they're young beanbags and they grow up to be full beanbags?
I've never seen one grow up.
I've never seen one, no, but
maybe they're already alive.
Oh God!
And they go and hibernate after PE.
And become big beanbags.
Become big beanbags. Is there a middle ground bag?
What is so? Yeah, I've seen the small beanbags and I've seen the big beanbags.
Because a hacky sack's even smaller than a beanbag, but that's got some sort of beaniness in it.
What is the middle? What? I don't think there is any sort of thing that's smaller than a bean, like a sitting beanbag and bigger than a PE beanbag.
I'm trying to think. Oh, you get those warmer bean bags that you can put in the microwave for your shoulder, for your knee.
Yeah, they're still not very big though.
No, but they're bigger than a bean bag.
Okay, but I'm thinking it's like the missing link. You know, when you look at the evolutionary history of it, what's the missing link between the baby beanbag and the big beanbag?
If we're going to start bean school as well, we probably should brush up on our technology and education and knowledge.
We need to find the missing link.
Does anybody know the missing link?
Maybe maybe we've never seen it. Maybe it hibernates in like a papoose and it just comes out.
Well, this is what I'm saying. They go in hibernation.
Yeah, and
then the next thing you know, you just get these beanbags.
Get the big ones.
I mean, no one knows where beanbags are made anyway, so obviously they must just be hibernating.
Just harvest them in the beanbag fields.
And the beans just slowly multiply.
I
wonder if they get the extra fabric, or do you reckon the fabric just expands?
Yeah, maybe they just expand, or maybe the actual outside of the beanbag is irrelevant. It's the interior, and they transplant them into a larger, and then
like a bean transfusion.
They transfuse the beans into a larger sack, and what beanbags are actually a community.
Maybe they shed the sack like a snake.
Maybe.
So they shed the shed the sack.
Yeah.
And then they come out slightly bigger, or they come out as this massive beanbag.
Maybe.
They get their scholarship, and then they go out into the beanbag world. Maybe they are self-educated. Maybe they're actually gathering intel. And they're spies.
No, I don't think beanbags are spies.
Have you ever had a beanbag that you can get out of comfortably? Trying to keep you there, keep your story, trying to swallow you up.
They do try and swallow you.
Exactly. They're trying to kidnap you and take you back. That's why it's so hard to get out of one. But they haven't got any hands or feet or arms, so they can't hold on to you.
They're just trying to encompass you.
Yeah.
With their beanie.
And take you back to the hive.
They can't move.
I don't think they thought that far ahead.
They just got the capturing part down.
Yeah. I think once they've done that, they're just hoping somebody else would throw them out eventually with this human inside. So, these cases of missing people go, and no one knows where they go. No trace, nothing. It's because they never left. They're still in the house, stuck in the beanbag. And then obviously people get depressed and they're like, oh, I'm going to throw it out and start a new life.
I'll start with the beanbag.
It was his favourite beanbag, never got out of it. Throw the beanbag out. And then they hope to find their way back to the hive.
It's an interesting game plan.
Maybe we need to be careful about giving them the ability to talk.
Yeah, maybe.
Because they're going to be able to coax so many people. Why didn't you sit in my beanbag mouth? Oh yeah, so warm and cuddly in here.
Yeah, that's exactly how they would talk, I'd imagine.
I still kind of want beanbags because I need to know if this is true.
Yeah, I think you're just going a bit hard on beanbags.
You say that.
I think they just want a good time. What about a lava lamp?
Is it furniture though?
I think a lamp classes as furniture. Can't sit on it though, can you? It's not functional. Does furniture have to be functional? But a lamp is functional.
I just don't think it would have much to say. Not as much as a beanbag.
Yeah, beanbags. I think it'd have to be. I'm on board for beanbags.
Beanbags is a great idea.
Open that can of worms.
Yeah, I'm cool. Definitely beanbags. I think there's no other piece of furniture that springs to mind that I'd easily be able to choose.
That's fair.
And we'll have as exciting a story.
So good then. Do you want to answer the answer? Should we start by asking it and then we'll answer it? Do you want to start by
I can answer it and then we can try working backwards.
Ooh.
Nah, we'll just ask it. I'm not clever enough to do the other way around.
Okay, go for it.
What new topping would you like to have added to pizzas that is not already available? You got to think outside the box, because I think some places will do pizzas with like sort of random stuff. You could probably get baked beans on a pizza from somewhere.
I was thinking ricicles. You don't get cereal on pizza. When have you ever seen cereal on a pizza?
Do you reckon? Isn't that just like a weird pancake? No. Or do you mean just like it's got to have the base? What constitutes a pizza? Are we saying
pizza base, sauce,
tomato. Well, some sort of sauce, and then cheese,
and then cereal, breakfast pizza?
I don't think ricicles will be that good because once the moisture of the cheese goes into it, they just go soggy.
No, but then when you're grilling it or ovening it, all those tops will go really crispy.
Nah, cheese is soaking.
No,
I also think the problem with it is they'll go crispy, but in transit they go soggy.
Okay. Well,
so you'd have to have it fresh out of the oven. So it'd be great for maybe if you're doing it in a restaurant setting, but if you want to expand the business to takeaway, I don't think ricicles can be good. Can we just say cereal in general?
Yeah, I think cereal is. I think I'd like to see a cereal pizza.
Nah, I don't want cereal on the pizza.
All right.
I like pizza in the evening.
What do you want on your pizza then?
Oh, I can only think about ricicles now. I've got to think of what isn't available. I think general food items are always available.
Yeah.
You reckon you can get croutons on a pizza?
Yeah, definitely.
Also, you're going to have the same issue.
What's the sogginess?
Yeah, in transit. I know. Okay, so you can get all types of meat, pretty much.
Yeah.
In some country.
Like cheese?
You can always get cheese on a pizza?
Yeah.
Do you reckon there's a type of cheese that no one's tried to put on a pizza?
No, but I'm thinking cheese as a topping.
cheese is a topping.
No. Cheese is just a fundamental part.
No, but if you go in to add a topping, you can add cheese as a topping. So more cheese on your cheese.
Yeah, but are they adding additional cheese as the cheese part of the pizza? Now, what I'm suggesting.
Okay, I would have thought that, but it's in the toppings list, so I think they are actually offering it as a topping.
Yeah, but that's okay. I think that's what they're doing when they're listing the ingredient. They're listing your choices, and they're saying yes, as a topping, we can add more cheese. Now I'm on another level here now. So you make the pizza.
Yeah.
Pizza base.
Yeah.
Spoon.
Yeah.
Sauce.
Yeah.
Spread.
Yeah.
Hand.
Yeah.
Cheese.
Yeah.
Pizza. Put it on.
Yeah.
You've now got cheese on your pizza.
Yeah.
Cook it for a little bit. Then you have cheese as a topping. So this is no longer a fundamental structure base of the pizza.
Okay, that's kind of fair, but you don't often add a topping after you partly cooked it. You tend to add a topping.
But I don't want it to get mixed in with the first.
And also, places will add cheese as a topping because sometimes they add parmesan afterwards.
Yeah, but I'm not about parmesan. I'm not about baby bell.
Is there a pizza with baby bell on?
I don't think there is.
I reckon there is. There's definitely every type of cheese on the planet has been used on a pizza to test or play around with.
I don't think anyone's done baby. Like cheese strings.
I reckon that's been used. Isn't when you get stuffed crust basically?
Yeah,
cheese strings
it is pretty much. Yeah.
I want to do something. I don't want to just do something because it's not been thought of. I want to do something because it will actually. Because I think cooking the pizza with cheese and then just adding cheese to make a point.
Okay. What about an upside down pizza?
That's pretty much like a calzone, isn't it? It's folded, but it's essentially the same.
Yeah, no, it's not though.
Because this is it. You're just doing it to make a point. It's not going to make anything different.
You're saying that the folded pizza, which is a calzone or calzone, I don't know. I'm not Italian.
Yes, you are. What about that year you did in Italy?
That doesn't make me Italian.
Oh yeah, also you were studying art.
So I'm thinking that you just upside down pizza on top.
That's it. Again, you're just trying to do it to make it a topping. But that's not going to add anything different. That's not tried out there. I want to.
Okay, lay your groundbreaking.
You did it. You were in Italy for a whole year. The least you could do is add something new to it.
Okay, do you know what? Pens.
We can eat pens, but no one else can eat pens. How about different fruits? Because I think only pineapple has really been tried.
Nah, I think there's different. I think people have definitely put other fruits on a pizza for sure.
Avocado.
I reckon there's going to be an avocado pizza out there.
Okay.
Because it's a hipster thing, isn't it? They love it.
Yeah. And there's definitely stuff like chocolate and things like that.
Oh yeah, you can get dessert pizzas that have chocolate.
Yeah.
Did that have a real pizza? I don't know.
Because it's got no cheese or tomato on. Because then it just becomes a dessert style pizza. But is there actually...
How about grout?
As in from the floor?
Yeah.
As in like brick grouting?
Yeah.
Nah, because you can't eat it.
Yeah, but it's a new topping.
No, but I think it's got to be something we can eat.
Okay.
And just because we can eat loads of different things.
Metal filings.
I still think it's a trip to the hospital, isn't it?
Sand.
Too crunchy. Grind your teeth.
But you can eat it. And it's not on pizzas.
I don't think... I don't think it's...
Look, man, I'm putting everything out there. You give me some input. What do you think?
I said maybe fruit. Or maybe desserts. Full desserts, but on a cheese and tomato.
Okay, it's like a
cheesecake.
pavlova.
Yeah, throw some pavlova on there. Or full cheesecake. So make your pizza. Mm-hmm. Tomato. Cheese.
Cheesecake
cook. Because then you're going to brown off the top of the cheesecake and you get a melted pizza.
Is that going to be good, though?
As good as Ricicles, I reckon. But you don't have to just stick with the cheesecake. You can put loads of things. You can have your pizza served with double cream.
Okay.
So desserts on pizza. Do I have to choose a specific dessert?
Yeah.
That's where the difficulty comes in. Because I agree, cheesecake's probably not the greatest idea. Biscuits.
I reckon that's been done.
Biscuits on pizza?
Yeah.
On cheese on tomato pizza?
Yeah, I reckon that's a thing.
Like hobnobs? Nah. I'm saying choose a specific biscuit.
Like a rich tea.
That's been done.
Sorry.
That's definitely been done.
That malted milk. Jammy Dodger.
Oh, a jammy Dodger probably hasn't been done. And they're good.
Oh, good. I reckon that'd work.
Yeah. Because they're not too sweet. Mm-hmm. And the jamminess, when you put it in the oven, is probably going to get a little bit gooey.
Yeah.
And loads of people like sweet and savoury. Because I think stuff like peanut butter has probably been done.
Yeah, that's definitely been done.
Like maple syrups.
Oh, God, maple syrup's pretty overdone.
Probably in Canada.
Yeah.
Because they really enjoy maple syrup. They do some real good maple syrup as well. Yeah, I reckon maybe like a...
I got you a word for the Canadian Tourist Board.
I told them I'll do some marketing. It's like, oh, convince people to go to Canada.
It's about maple syrup.
Yep. Real traditional maple syrup. Yeah, so I think maybe...
Back on the whole tourism push again. Real Canadian maple syrup.
Do you want to get your... I don't know what it's called, actually.
What?
What's a brand of maple syrup in Canada?
I think that's called maple syrup.
Maple leaf.
Yeah, there's probably one called maple leaf.
Maple.
There's probably one like Granny Canada or something as well.
Because there's that Granny... Oh, Mrs. Butterworth or something, but that's American, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know. It's
Also,
all the same, innit?
yeah, it's syrup.
Sorry, Canadians. We know you're not American. But
Yeah, but if you want to let us know a brand of maple syrup, then we will help you market it to the world.
yeah, definitely. Well, all listeners, we'll guarantee we'll pass on the information to all our listeners.
All 6 of them. All 60,000. It was so popular. I think I'd probably go Jammy Dodgers. I think that's a great show.
Yeah, do you know, I'm quite sold on Jammy Dodgers now. I like the idea of that. I think it'll work well.
I wouldn't put full ones.
Oh,
I would crumble them up a
Oh,
little
yeah,
bit.
see, I was thinking just popping like...
One on each.
Yeah, like one on each slice, and then maybe one in the middle.
Well, actually, that might work a little bit better if it's just one. Because I was thinking then when you're cutting it's going to be a mess. But if you sectionalise it,
Yeah.
yeah, that might be better actually. I think that's such a great idea. Would you do just a plain cheese and tomato pizza with Jammy Dodger?
Yeah, I don't think you want too much on there. Maybe like a bit of ham at most.
I think, yeah, maybe ham. I think stuff like pepperoni is going to be too strong.
Oily. I think too oily
Yeah.
as well.
Maybe even chicken, because chicken's can be
Yeah,
pretty
chicken's
bland and
pretty
stuff,
lean.
but you get the extra protein.
Yeah,
I think Jammy Dodger and chicken pizza.
I think that's a good idea. Yeah, I think that's about right.
Jammy Dodgers.
You see?
Sorted. Oh man, I think I might actually make that.
Sounds good.
You think I'm joking?
I don't think you're joking. I
Well,
can see how serious you look.
You better be prepared because I'm making it for dinner tomorrow.
Oh my god!
It's my turn to cook dinner.
I'm really excited for my metal filings.
I'm gonna do a half and half. All right, if
That's
you
right.
really want your metal filings, I'll do a half and half.
No, I'm really excited.
But if you ask me to take you to A&E, I ain't doing it until I finish my pizza.
That's fine. I can wait.
I don't think you can.
Oh.
I think you underestimate how much filings are going to really affect you.
We'll see.
All right, we will see.
We will see. Should we do our social medias? Because we haven't done the last few episodes.
Do we still know what they are? Because no one listens to it. No
Yep.
one listens to this anyway.
Yep.
Go on.
One is... Yeah. Instagram is wondering.worms. Twitter is wondering_worms.
Facebook is just wondering worms.
Yep.
And then the email is connect to the worms
At gmail.com.
gmail.com.
Easy. That's everything that you can
That's it,
contact us
yeah.
on.
And we're still waiting because you probably just forgot.
Probably just forgot.
Like, oh man, they haven't reminded me again. Well, I'm reminding you now. Send us a whistle.
And for the first person to send us a question, we will send them £30 million.
When we have it. But if we don't have it anytime
No, because
soon...
there's no way for them to prove that they were the first question sender. We will just lie.
No, because we don't lie. Why would you say that?
But in this context, I'm willing to.
No. If you send us a question, we'll send you one of our original badges.
That we can do.
Yeah, but you actually got to tell us where to send it because I think we owe badges to people. No one tells us where to send them.
Yeah. I mean, we'll leave it somewhere as well. Like, if you just...
Yeah, if you just say leave it at an address,
Yeah.
I can leave it there. If you want us to leave us in the park, we'll leave it in the park.
Yeah. Just leave it there and you can come get it.
Comes with a
Biscuit.
super secret certificate signed.
And an armband.
Yeah, and stop telling them stuff we don't do. You get a badge and a certificate. And it's not even a certificate, it's just a thank you for sending us a question.
Put I don't know.
We might put something special in there. We might not. Who knows? You might find out.
Got some card sleeves. Maybe one of them.
Yeah, maybe some plastic.
Yes.
Maybe some metal filings, because I don't think we're going to eat them all, and I think you have to buy in bulk.
It's 2p over there.
We'll file that down and send it to you. Don't tell the Queen. But yeah, thanks for listening again.
As always, if you are.
And if you're not, listen.
Yeah.
Worm out!
Worm out.